Well, hello internets, here we go. Have ourselves a little bit of a vlog. Couple little things that I want to talk about that's been going on in my mind. So I decided to pick up a camera and share them with you. And yeah, here we go. Well, I've had lots of experiences online. I've had lots of people who I've met through the last few years that I have been single. And most of the people that I meet are very, very interesting to say the least. They're not on the same wavelength that I am. They're not on the same path that I am. And it usually ends up ending with me being used and throwing away. So I delete my profiles and hide away for a little bit. And in 6 months or a year, I try again. And last time I deleted my profiles, I swore I was not going to go back online. I was not going to try again. However, I find myself, wanting to try again. I find myself looking for human interaction. You know, when you go shopping and you don't want to leave because you like to talk to the cashier that is a total stranger, then that kind of tells you that maybe you need more human interaction than just a complete stranger at a grocery store. You know how you sometimes hide away and you don't want to try again based on your past experiences. You can't let your past experiences ruin you trying again for the future. You can't let your hurt overrun you and cause problems for you in the future. So I went and I reactivated or remade more profiles, or another one profile to start with. And you know, I have been offline for probably a year, and I get back online and really I see the same people that are still online from 2-3 years ago. They're still there. Why are you still online 3 years later? Why haven't you met anybody by now? By now? Haven't you met anybody by now? Isn't there anybody out there that meet your criteria of a suitable person to even have coffee with, even to talk with? I sent a few messages, swipe right on a few things, whatever you gotta do online to attract attention. Not sending pictures. That's one thing I refuse to do, is send pictures to complete strangers online, or even people that I know online. So I decided to I was gonna give up. I was gonna stop after just a few weeks. But I decided to push on through. And sometimes when you push on through, you give the chance to meet somebody that might work well with you. Sometimes you gotta dig through piles upon piles upon piles of unsuitable people that aren't interested. And my town that I live in only has 30,000 people. Maybe 50 or 60,000 people in the area that within an hour and 30 minutes of where I am at the most. And the thing is, out of those people, 60% of them are married or in a relationship, and the other 20% are playing the game, playing the field. And then there's a few of them that are just plain hiding away because they've been through the ringer and don't feel like letting themselves be scammed or trying again. And I ran out of people locally or in my suggested area to for matches, and it's like, what do I do? I don't understand. I don't really want to have to travel 2 hours and 30 minutes for a coffee. It doesn't make sense. And I'm not in it by far for, a hookup or whatever these online sites seem to be used for nowadays. To drive that distance for a 20-minute coffee doesn't really seem efficient. And really, how do you know the person that you're so-called in a relationship with 2 hours and 30 minutes with away is not seeing anybody when you're not there? And that goes both ways, not just for her but for me as well. How does she know what I'm doing when she's not around me? I know what I'm doing when I'm not around her, but I wonder the same thing about her, right? So that's why my area is narrowed, so narrow, which then makes the pond not only very, very small, but down to virtually a mud puddle. And of course, you get those people online that must be either a computer program or running out of some kind of home office. Their profiles are cookie cutter. They're the same format, same layout. Their pictures are too professional to be done at home, like the standard bathroom selfie that we all seem to find. Quite often, they use the same photos from profile to profile. Sometimes it's a back silhouette and there's no face. Well, what are you hiding from? You claim you're single, but if you can't put your face on the internet, then what are you hiding from? Are you living a double life? Are you married and don't want no one to know? Are you some kind of public figure that you don't want, your professional career to be hampered by being online, which is very acceptable nowadays? Or are you just one of those scammers that are trying to get free money out of somebody and then move on to the next person that's on your list? I have experienced quite a bit in the years that I've been single here. The dating world has changed a lot from when I was last single, and it took me a couple of years to catch on to some of these scams. It took me a while, it took me a few times of getting scammed before I realized the warning signs, red flags. And every time I go through one of these online things, I realize the red flags and warning signs, and I am kind of wiser the next time around. You can't let your past hurts, your past experiences, keep you away from trying again. You can't let your past failures keep you from trying again. You never know, you could be just one click away, one swipe right away from finding somebody that might end up being a good friend, might end up in a relationship with, you might end up spending the rest of your life with. If you don't take the chance, then you'll never succeed. If you don't put yourself out there, you'll never meet anybody. You're never going to meet anybody in your own little comfortable bubble. You have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to put yourself out there, not put yourself in danger type risk, but put yourself in a position where, you might be exposed to things that you don't want to be exposed to, like scammers, like people trying to get your money, like people conning you, trying to con you, But if you're wise to what they do, if you can recognize their scam, then you can be aware and not fall for their lies, not fall for their sob story, and cut things loose and walk away before they get from you whatever they're trying to scam you from. So I put myself back out there. I've got one dating profile slowly, and I might start another one if this one here is kind of dead. And you never know. The right person could be out there. They could be hiding in their bubble. And it might just take the right person that they see that shows interest in them, or they show interest in me, to make things work. If you don't try, you'll never succeed. And as always, thanks for watching Maxwell's Vlogs. Comment, subscribe, and enjoy.